a top 25 matchup, the second top 25 matchup of the weekend. Number 20, Ole Miss going at number 24, Tulane. Last matchup was in 2021 in Oxford. And Ole Miss absolutely pummeled them, 61-21 at home. This year, the game is in New Orleans at Yeoman Stadium. And Tulane obviously coming off a very phenomenal season last year, New Year's Six bowl game win against USC. And but Ole Miss is coming off a big week 1 win, 73-7 against Mercer.
Yeah, Ole Miss with potentially the greatest quarterback room in the country, because they have Spencer Sanders, who transferred to
Ole
Miss.
I didn't even know that.
And didn't win the job. So he was starting at Oklahoma State, which is a good Power 5 program. Oklahoma State's, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Transfers out, goes to Ole Miss, loses the job to Jackson Dart, and is spending his senior season on the bench. So,
yeah, that's a bad look.
Yeah, Ole Miss. Seems like Ole Miss has been almost there, at least for the last couple of years. Yeah,
I feel like these last couple of years.
Lane Kiffin has really turned his coaching career around. He unfortunately coached my Las Vegas Raiders, and I have nothing but bad memories with Lane Kiffin. Yeah. So, but he's back in the college ranks. I think he's got Ole Miss going somewhere. I just don't know where.
Yeah.
It's
just tough.
It's a team that's been really close. They've had some pretty decent teams, pretty good teams the last couple of years, fallen a bit short in some of the bigger games, haven't been able to get over the hump. And I think it starts again this year. I think Jackson Dart's a great QB. Local kid, obviously, to us.
Yeah, it does.
Went to Corner Canyon High School. I think he's a great quarterback, and I think he is capable of taking Ole Miss over the hump, but it's just so difficult to do.
The hump is just huge.
It's
in the SEC.
Yeah,
if we're talking about a different conference, it's just like, work out some kinks. You might be able to win your conference, but it's like Ole Miss, you got to play, virtually perfect to just make it to the conference championship.
You got to be Alabama. You got to be LSU. Auburn hasn't been good in the last couple of years, but in the past, having to be
still threatening,
tough. Yeah,
still threatening.
So Ole Miss is an interesting one, and this is actually a really good game. I think this is one of the games that not many people are talking about.
Yeah,
like it's a ranked matchup, so people are going to talk about it. But I think this has a potentially a really good game because I think Tulane is really good.
They're sneaky.
They obviously showed us what they could do last year against USC. But with this game being at home against an Ole Miss team that, you just don't know what you're going to get from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So, I think they could easily be on upset alert. And I think Tulane could really make some more noise this year than they did last year. I saw someone propose the question on Twitter. Tulane goes 13-0. Do they have a spot in the playoff?
It's a good question.
It's a really good question.
It's kind of like a little Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, Cincinnati, we saw the outcome of that. So I wonder if that would, play into the decision there. But
I wonder if it would hurt them. I think it would.
Yeah.
If Tulane goes 13-0 and wins their conference, obviously, would they make the college football playoff?
That's another topic for another day. But I think that's why they would schedule someone like Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Is to kind of like give them that chance, give them, build that resume.
Getting them at home too is a huge plus.
Yeah, I know.
In front of your home fans. Usually, when you think of, no disrespect to Tulane, but when you think of teams like Tulane, usually it's a bye game and it's at home for
like an SEC team.
Yeah. So
potentially playoff implications here.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially.
This could be Tulane's really only, big hump in their season. They could win out, go 13-0, and they could be like, hey, we're undefeated. Put us in the playoff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I could see that. They could definitely make a case for that, especially if Ole Miss goes out and has remains a top 25 team all year.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna go Ole Miss for this one. I like Jackson Dart and the Quinshawn Judkins. I like that duo. I think they'll get it done. I think they'll get it done against the Green Wave. So, sorry boys. Sorry Tulane boys.
I actually am going to go Tulane.
Really?
Yeah, quarterback returns. They managed to keep a hold of their coach too, which is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
Have a season like that and the big dogs come and pick them up.
Loyalty.
But I'm gonna go Tulane. I think they they're building on a lot of what they did last year. I was looking through their depth chart, and a lot of their players came back for another season. They're pretty veteran, junior, senior kind of team. And I think if there is a team that could go 13-0 as a G5 and, have a real shot at making the playoff, I think it is Tulane.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Tulane, getting the upset over Ole Miss. Maybe a field storm.
Oh yeah.
Field storm watch down in down.
I'd love to see wave of green on the field. Yeah. So keep an eye out for the green wave this weekend.